Hi crafters, this is Crafty Savvy and I'm back today to share this journal with you. This is the second journal that I've made from those carpet samples that I showed you guys some time ago. So I forget now how many I have. I think there's maybe 5 or 6, but this is a second journal. So I chose to do the one that was red and gold and black, and I love it. I love the way it came out. It's like a squishy little thing. I should probably tell you how big it is since we're here. So I would say the actual cover, the covers are a little shorter than the actual pages that I put in there. But I tried to compensate a little bit by putting some lace that was overhanging, and I don't really mind it too much. I wish maybe I would have gauged that a little better, but nonetheless, I still like it. So we'll just go to the edge here. It's about 4 1/4 by 5 3/4, and so that's the sample there. I put some black lace on there as well as some other lace trim underneath it. There's gold trim there, really beautiful. And this tassel was actually already put together. It was from a dress, a sari actually. And I took it off and attached it to that's actually the signature strings in the middle of the signature, and I just flipped them out onto the outside and attached that tassel. And there's a little bit of red and gold on the spine there to cover the stitching, and that's the back. So I just love the colors. I used a little bit of gold lace here for closure. And so I use black on the inside. So I tried to use the same colors throughout the journal. And it's so difficult for me because I don't usually use a lot of color, but this kind of screamed like a theme. So that's what I try to do. So this was some beautiful Japanese paper that I showed you guys some time ago, and I couldn't help it. I had to use it in here. So I made a little pocket, put some gold trim on there. Inside the pocket is just some Romeo and Juliet ephemera that I had, and I just attached a little pull on there. Lots of place for journaling and writing. So there's some ledger, that's really old ledger paper. Put some lace trim on the edge there. Sorry, really beautiful coffee staining on the papers. This was some old graph paper that I had. You can faintly see the lines on there. On this edge I have some sari silk ribbon and some vintage lace, and I just sewed it to the edge there. I did some stamping. Okay, I know I'm gonna get asked about this. So last time we spoke, I bought this stamp, which is the carte postale, and I have had lots and lots of people asking me about it. So that's the one there that I got from Michael's. It's from Stampendous. You can go to stampendous.com for that one. This I got at Michael's, and I don't know if they still have it. I think they do. Well, actually, that's a lie. I do know. I was just there yesterday and I saw they still had it in store, but that's here in Canada. I don't know. So there's some numbers if you guys need, but that's how that looks. And then, like I said, I was there yesterday. Now I have black ink all over my hands. And I found this one. I had a 55% coupon, and I believe this one is regular $24.99. Again, that's here in Canada. So still pricey, but better than nothing with 55% off. But I just love that script. And it's a large stamp. It's by Recollections. I don't know what it's called, but there's the numbers. If any of you are interested. It's called, I don't know, is that stamp? It's just stamp. But yeah, so that's the information I have for you. And if I can get a little closer, you can see just how tiny that writing is. Almost not legible, but it really makes for a beautiful page. So there's that. And then on this page here, I have made just an altered paper clip. I just slapped a bunch of pieces of, like very literally, it's not really even a joke. Just any scraps I had, I just started layering them up. I made a paper clip out of it. I love doing that. I just, I don't know, there's something about not having things so perfect all the time. There's some vellum paper, if you could flip it up. And I used a little bit of paper from a paper pad that I had, just because I thought the black went well. So that just goes on there. Oops. And then on this page is one of my book page pockets that I made. I did some sewing around the edges, and inside of that is just a envelope I made on my punch board out of that black paper, and a little tag to go inside. There. And then there, I use that stamp again. I just attached a doily, and there's a little fabric pull there with the staple. And then this is some vintage school book page, and another altered paper clip. A playing card, and I just stapled some ephemera to it. And then I made a pocket out of that, and this flips open for more journaling space. And like I said in my last video, it's nice. It was so nice actually to have things pre-made, and I was just able to put them in after I made a pocket or something. I just needed that something, and it was nice just to have it prepared. So yeah, this is just some decorative paper, and there's some sari silk trim there, and some lace, and I did some sewing around that page. And then on this page here, this is just a really beautiful piece of lace. It's sort of gold in color, and so I just attached it there as a little flip up. And this is just a copy of some very old checks that I have. And then this is an altered stamp, glassine stamp bag. And this happens to be one of the ones that have that shiny, or sorry, that see-through film over top of. So I just altered the whole thing. So essentially what it is my glassine bag is there. So on this side of it, I attached another one of those bags. This one has that clear pocket at the front. I just put some lace on it. And so inside the glassine bag is another envelope that I made with some ephemera inside. So that just tucks in there. And then on the back of that glassine bag, I put a copy of some ephemera that I had on some tissue paper, and I folded it, made a pocket. There's again some sari silk trim and some lace, and just some pieces of ephemera that I had. And that just ties up. Like that. And then this is just some more paper from a paper pad that I had, some lace trim. On the back side of that is I did some more stamping back there. That's just a large doily. And on this page, I just have some more of that stamping. Doesn't that look cool? I just love it. If you can find that stamp, I think that's another good one to have in your stash. Some more sari silk trim. This is just a flip up here with some music paper on the back. And then this is just an altered playing card with some ephemera. That's a paper clip. You guys saw that in my last video. And then on this page, I just made, I just ripped out some page from a paper pad. I attached some lace to it. Did some stamping, made this little tag. That goes in there. And then on this page, I did the same thing. I just tore out some book page. And attached to that is just some old ephemera and some paper from the paper pad. And another flip up. Another playing card. Another paper clip. It was fun, sort of with a color scheme. I liked doing it. It was nice to pull out all the different things, so I kind of had it prepared. So I decided to do that with all the other ones. I've sort of prepared all the stuff that I'm going to put in the book. Now I just have to put it together. So it just made it a little easier. A little doily there, lace trim. And then this is another glassine bag here. So inside of that pocket, so on the front of it, I just attached some paper from the paper pad. There's some sari silk ribbon there. And then inside, because it was a little bit flimsy, I attached one of those guest checks, or I thought I had one. But anyway, I just glued it on the inside of the pocket just so the red was peeking through. And then there's just some ephemera in there. And then on the back side of that is just another pocket that I made out of book page. And this has two pockets sort of on an angle so that you can put some ephemera in there. And that's the other page with that beautiful lace that flips up if you want to do some writing. So those checks are from 1891 actually. I have the originals. Some more school book page. This is an altered card. I just literally took a few pieces of stuff I had laying around. I put a staple through it, and that was it. And that just flips open like that. And that's just a little fabric pull there. Doily. Some stamping with that stamp that I have. I love this one. Some lace trim. I used both of them on this page because I just love it. So I just did that little writing in vintage photo, and then I used the black on top so it would stand out. I did some sewing there, some more sari silk ribbon. And then on this page, I just made a pocket. I had a piece of that left over. And I just made a pocket. I put some gold trim on it. And inside that pocket is some writing paper and a little tag, the gold pull, and a little paper clip that I made. I just took some thin gold cording and wrapped it around just for some added interest. Ledger paper, and the back page is just a bag that I made out of some of this paper that I have, and put a piece of trim on there. There's a little booklet that I made for extra writing. That just fits in there. That's the last page. So that's it, you guys. So I know I did not make the envelope, because remember I said I was going to make those lace envelopes, those pouches that you put the journal in, and I think I still will do that. I just haven't had the time to make one for this yet, but maybe by the time I get the next journal out, or maybe I'll do them at the end. I'm not sure yet, but maybe we'll go back and once I'm done all of these, and I'll make the pouches, and then maybe I'll do a video and see how those turned out. I'm not too sure. I'm just creating work for myself, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to give these journals a beautiful place, so they were safe and stored away somewhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed the second carpet sample cover journal that I made. I really enjoyed making that one. So that's number 2, and that's it. Let me know what you guys think, and hope you're all doing well, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks for watching, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.